Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma and I'm a 20-year-old mama to a sweet little boy. This week we will be doing a planner check-in for February 19th to the 25th, and there's a lot that was going on. Not as much as last planner check-in, but we did spend a lot of money, so I'm going to break that all down for you. Let's get started. Okay, so first up is our habit tracking. So I do track my exercise, when I drink a Monster, and when I pray. So this week we did exercise the 21st and the 22nd. Honestly, it was just, I didn't feel like it. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't feel like doing it the rest of the week, and it was really cold outside, and lately I've been exercising outside, so that kind of threw me off. Monster, I did drink one every day. Quitting did not work this month, clearly, so it will be a part of March as well. And then for praying, I prayed every day, so from the 19th to the 25th. How have you guys been? How was your week? How has your weather been? Honestly, I'm very curious how it's been for everyone. Here in Houston, we thought we were getting our normal weather back, and on Tuesday, Tuesday, it was pretty warm, and then we got a little bit of a breeze, and a storm came in, and then the next day it was in the 30s. So Houston is still a mess, but what's new, honestly? That is our habit tracking for this week. So far, we've only not prayed twice. Monster's really bad. I'm going to ignore it. And we've worked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times this month. So not the best, but could be worse. So I'm going to take it. Let's go ahead and flip to our weekly spread. Where are we at? The 19th. Okay. So, do you guys hear my chair? I bought a cheap chair off Amazon, and I feel like I probably need to buy a better one, but I just have not yet. So, hold on. I didn't carry over my totals from last week. Let me do that really quick. Okay, I did go ahead and fix that for you guys. So, let me see here. Saturday, I did receive my tax return. I got Donut Palace. I think I went over this briefly in my last video. And then we paid the $350 to repairs to my mom. On Sunday, we did do quite a few things. So we got up, we went to Denny's for breakfast, and then we went and got Tony's mom's car washed and filled up before we gave back to her, since she let us borrow her car while ours were broken down. Then we get home, Tony brought his brother, they were going to go play basketball, we were having a good time, and then Tony calls me, and he's like, I'm on the side of the road again. Okay, well, let's go ahead and, get your car towed back to the house. My dad was out of town, so it's not like he could come hook it up. So, we called his property's tow service. We waited for quite a while before they told us, oh no, we can only tow private property to private property. So around that time, we're calling around, getting, trying to see who can come and help us. And there is a fatal accident right across from us on the other side of the freeway. And, so everyone's going over there, all the police are there, all the tow trucks are there, so no one can make it to us. It is horrible traffic. They take everyone off of the freeway. So the feeders were backed up, and eventually I ended up, when I went and found him the first time on the side of the road, I took his brother with me, and I took his brother home because he didn't need to sit there, So when I did that, his parents offered to watch Reese. So I went and sat with Tony waiting for the tow truck. So Reese is with his parents. His mom texts me and she's like, hey, we have no diapers. I didn't expect to be gone long, so I didn't leave him anything. So I'm like, all right, Tony, you stay here. Let me go run them some diapers. I get there, and they had already contacted their like roadside assistants, and we were just waiting for them. They're like, let's go ahead and go get something to eat. At this point, it's 10:30. His car broke down at 6. So we've been out there for about 4 hours waiting for anyone to get to us. So we go sit down at IHOP to get some food, and the tow truck calls, and they're like, all right, we picked it up. Where do we take it? Him and his dad left IHOP, went and made sure the car made it back safe. We got some dinner and came home. So that's what's going on there. My dad's been out of town for the whole week, so he can't look at it. He should be back today, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully we can get that sorted out. We've been running with one car, and it's not too bad. Tony doesn't, it's not like he works outside of our property, you know, like he can walk to the office and that's his job. You know what I mean? But it is a little bit hard sometimes. Like, I'm going to tell you guys about it in a minute, but I had a really long day at work this week, and all the stuff I had to do, it was crazy. But yeah, that's where we are on that. So that's where all that money went. Monday, I worked 12 to 6, uploaded my planner check-in, and Tony was off that day. He took it as his floating holiday since it was President's Day. We did get Popeyes for dinner, and I spent $45 at Kroger. Honestly, I don't really remember why. I want to say it was a couple of groceries we needed, but I don't know, honestly. And then over here, let me move it over. So I did have a dentist appointment for reset day, but I had to switch my work schedule, so I had to reschedule that. So Tuesday was my really, really, really long day at work. And we only have one car. So I was there 9 to 6. Our property is selling, as I've discussed in previous videos, but I'm going to give you guys what all that entails. So we've been having to do audit on our files, make sure everyone has everything, which is like mentally exhausting. I stare at a computer all day, and I have to check for 5,000 things on every account. We have 264 units, and it can be a lot. So that's hard. But on Tuesday, the people were coming to walk every single unit. Wasn't a big deal. I was in charge of buildings 4, 10, 11, and 12. And 12 is like 8. It only has 8 units because they're townhomes. So I'm like, that's not going to be too hard. It's okay. I was nervous because this is the company that's buying us. But, you know, it is what it is. They show up at 9 o'clock before we're even there. My boss is on the phone with me. She's like, I have flip-flops on because she leaves her heels in the office. And she was like, can you please go unlock the door for them? I can't, you know, they're going to see me. I'm like, okay. So I get there and unlock the door for them, and they're there immediately, like ready to go. They took over our whole office. It was just a long day with a lot of people. There was easily 30 of them, and it was just me and the assistant and the property manager for the office, and then 3 maintenance. So 6 people were handling all 30 of these people and all of these units and, you know, what have you. So I get my keys and I take them. We did all of 4, all of 10, and all of 11. We came back to eat lunch. We literally ate lunch in 30 minutes tops. And then we were back out to do 12. While at lunch, I also picked up building 8 so I could kind of help out, since originally we were doing the front half and the back half in 2 different days. But when they got there, they informed us that we were doing everything at once. So we didn't have enough people to do everything at once, so we were all kind of scrambling a little bit. The keys weren't out. It was just a mess. So I picked up 8, and then after 8, I picked up half of 9. So I ended up walking 5.5 buildings of our 12 buildings. I easily walked at least 100 units that day with, you know, a little 30-minute lunch in there, and we were done at 5. So I spent almost all day outside walking those units, and girl, was I tired, man. I'm like exhausted. And then we walk in business clothes, so my feet hurt. It's not like I wore tennis shoes. It was a long day. But after that, I had to go pick up Reese from the babysitter since we only have one car. Tony would normally pick him up. and he couldn't because, he didn't have a car. So I had to go pick up Reese from the babysitter, and then I had to go to my mom's house because my mom's kids were off this week, and because their school schedule, and my dad was out of town. My mom had to work, and my aunt who was going to watch her got really sick. So I picked up Wednesday and Thursday to kind of help her out. So I went and picked up my sister. I didn't get home till almost 8 o'clock. It was the longest day of my whole entire life. But thank you to my mom who cooked dinner and sent us some home so I didn't have to. Super grateful to her. And then I got up Wednesday morning bright and early. We had to be at the wedding meeting at 10:30, and it's about a 30-minute drive-ish. So we left here, went to that meeting with both of the kids. And Addison helps with Reese a lot, but after a while, he was just over it. We were there for 2 hours. It was a long, long, long day. But yeah, so we took care of that. Tony had to go judge, so we danced together. He was a break dancer, and I was a bluebonnet. That's what the dance team is called at our high school, and that's how we met. Every year they do, like, before competition, they show off their routines, and then old dancers come back and, like, judge them and tell them what they need to work on. So Tony always goes and judges the guys, so he had to be there at 3 to 8. So we went and did that. Then he gets a shot every 2 weeks for his allergies, so we took care of that, and I did quite a bit of laundry. I was supposed to fill my budget with me, but that definitely did not happen. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I actually filmed on Friday, the same day that I needed to come out. And I filmed it in my son's room on a trampoline because that was the best it was going to get. But yeah. Then we got Chick-fil-A and Whataburger. I noticed I did not write how much we spent. But Tony and Reese got Chick-fil-A, and me and Addison got Whataburger. So there's that. Most of the time, if you see 2 different places like this, it just means we couldn't agree on one place, so we just get both to keep us happy. But yes, and then Thursday was my father-in-law's birthday, and Reese had swim at 10. I took Addison home that night, and I also tried on my wedding dress since it's at my mom's house. I do need to lose this weight. My dress still does not zip, and I get married in 9 months, and it needs to fit me in August, or I need to send it off to get, alterations done. So definitely need to be working on that. I tried on that dress, and then we were going to get a second dress for the reception. Given that my dress is easily 20 pounds, it is so heavy and so big and so poofy. And I love it, don't get me wrong, but I think I'd be miserable in it for, 8 hours. So we were discussing getting a cheap, like $100, $150 dress from like the mall or something. But I actually went and was talking to my mom, and she put on her veil that she had. She put it on me with my dress, and it was so pretty. We were talking about how to bustle my dress or how to, do something else with it. And we went and looked at her dress, and I tried it on, and that thing fit me like a glove. I mean, it zipped right up. It was perfect. I loved it. It's simple. It's like the perfect second dress for me, but it does have some stains on it that we assume is from not storing it properly. They've been married for 10 years, and it's just been sitting in a closet in like the cheap bag that David's Bridal gives you. So we're going to go see if we can get that dry cleaned, and then when I lose weight, we could just take it in. But I may be wearing her dress at my wedding, which I'm super excited about because I'm just sentimental. But that's what I did that day. We went to Cheddar's for my father-in-law's birthday, spent $44 there. Then Friday, I uploaded that video that I filmed, and it was payday. We packed our stuff and headed over to my father-in-law and mother-in-law's house. They went to Vegas for his birthday weekend. They left on Friday and come back on the 1st. So, I think it's the 1st. Yeah, on Tuesday the 1st. They come back late. So, we did that. Then we did this Chick-fil-A Whataburger thing again for lunch. For lunch. We did Chick-fil-A and Whataburger for lunch. Again, couldn't agree. And then we ordered Papa John's because by the time we picked them up and took them to the airport, it was 8 o'clock. We still needed to feed her kids and Reese and pizza was just the easiest thing to do. So we went ahead and did that. Then I'm also going to tell you guys about Saturday really quick because I know you can see all of this money that was spent and I just want to explain it. So we got up to go shopping. We were originally going to go thrift shopping, but I don't really know what happened because we didn't end up going there. But my brother-in-law, so Tony's brother, his little girlfriend came over. I say little, they're like 17. That was rude. Anyways, so we went to Hobby Lobby. They were going to make blankets, but we ended up buying tie-dye stuff, and we did not tie-dye at all. By the time we ran our errands and got lunch, we came home, and it was so gloomy and rainy yesterday that we just watched a movie and kind of hung out. So I will probably be taking that Hobby Lobby stuff back this week. I can't take it back today because it's Sunday, but you see what I'm saying. Then Walmart, $6.14. That was just a 12-pack of Sprite. $6 for soda? Unacceptable. And then El Ranchero, we took them all to lunch. So Tony, Reese, and I, and then both of my brother-in-laws and the girlfriend all went to lunch. And then I went to Kroger and got some snacks for our movie night. And that was that. So there is our week, all the money that we spent and all the things that we did. Overall, it was a really great week. I was super happy to go to this wedding meeting. That was the first one out of many, I am sure. But it did open my eyes to a lot of things that we need to start doing and start thinking about. She asked some questions and I had no clue what she was talking about. I didn't even know that I needed to decide half these things that we did. Also, ushers, I didn't even know that was a thing. I guess I don't go to very many weddings, but I didn't know that there's people that literally walked you to your seat. Like, I think my family can walk themselves. I don't know. So we just have a lot that we need to think about like that. But let's go ahead and count the money that's in this wallet to see where we're at. Let's go back here. Okay. So for food, we have nothing. Household has $20.30. Let me go ahead and add that in there. Children remaining 0. Household is 30. Spending has $1. So spending $1. And then coins. So $3.20. So we went up a little less than $1. So we don't spend. That's not how that works. We spent $1. We spent $20. We spent $4. So according to this, it doesn't look too bad. But we did spend some money out of the bank, out of the buffer. So that's not good, but I mean, it is what it is. I know that we spend like this, especially on bad weeks. And I just feel like it's been a bad couple of weeks, like really hectic. And when it's not hectic, it's like, I don't know. I really think mental health has a lot to do with it. Oop, I dropped one. Like when I'm having a bad mental health week, I tend to eat out because I don't want to cook dinner. And, you know, Tony supports me in everything. So I'm just like, I don't really want to cook. And he's like, all right, well, let's pick up something, which I appreciate. He's amazing, super supportive. But I just need to kick that habit. Starting on the 28th, which is the Monday, tomorrow, I am starting Weight Watchers. My mom signed me up when I was at her house trying on my dress. Me and her are going to do it together. As well as some days when I can make it over there, we're going to work out together because I just need support and like an extra person. I need the motivation to keep going, someone to hold me accountable. So we will be doing that starting this week. And I'm super excited about that. So hopefully this weight just falls off and we can start fresh. But that is the end of the planner check-in. I hope you guys enjoyed it, hearing about everything that I did and seeing all the money that I spent. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Bye.